What's good, y'all? We back. We here for this Niner episode. You feel me? We got to talk about these Rams.
Yes,
How we
sir.
feeling over about the team overall in general?
Mm-hmm.
Showtime Sticks here. My boy J Rock. Let's get
Mm-hmm.
it popping, y'all.
What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up, man? Hey, the Niners been having an okay season, but just haven't been playing up to par what we want them to do. You know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
it's been a
Mm-hmm.
lot to have to do with play calling. It's been a lot to have to do with dumb decisions by Jimmy G. It's been a lot to have to do with injuries. We didn't have one of them seasons already, and we not even halfway there yet, or we not halfway there yet.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah
Well, you know,
I
you
just
mentioned Jimmy G. You
yeah
mentioned
I'm a,
Jimmy G. So let's just say this real quick.
mm-hmm.
How do you feel Jimmy G is gonna perform the more that Christian McCaffrey, the longer his tenure is here with us, because he was only here for 2 days before he had to play. And Jimmy G is the one ultimately who's gonna have to deliver this man the ball. Now I understand it's gonna be like screenplays and we can just toss it to him or whatever, but Jimmy kind of throws those passes behind sometimes. And
Hey,
how it's super important for Christian McCaffrey to get the ball right where he needs it so he can be the amazing talent that he is. That's going to produce for us and scare defenses.
yeah.
Now, that's like the only thing that's really given me some type of hope, even though we just got destroyed by the Chiefs and we played terrible. Honestly, got destroyed by the Falcons as well.
The
And
crazy part about it is, Sticks, you are hitting the nail on the coffin. But I feel like as Niner fans, we are hard on Jimmy G, and I realize this
I
from
know
the
I am.
public. From the public, we hard on Jimmy G because if
I
you
know
look at
I
his
am.
stats, he 119 for 185, and he done thrown 1,456 yards, 9 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions. That sounds like some backup quarterback stuff to me. If from
Even
Jimmy
that,
G's standpoint, from Jimmy G's standpoint, but watching it as a Niner fan, watching it, you know that he threw 185 passes and completed 119 of them. But them other 61 passes or 66 passes, no vision, no vision.
it's
So,
it's
I
really
mean,
bad.
most of them 119 completed passes right there are just dump offs, just slants, and Debo and Ayuk and Kittle gonna get them yards. But other than that, I mean, Jimmy G just doesn't. He's not the quarterback, man. I'm honestly getting to the point where it just everything we say about Jimmy G just sounds repetitive because we just keep saying the
Because it's
same
the
thing
same
over and
old Jimmy
over again.
G.
It's the same thing. He hasn't showed us nothing. So
And you know what his stats are to me? I got this cup here. It's empty. That's Jimmy G stats to me.
yep,
Empty, very empty.
yep.
Because all we do is have yak. Like that's it. Yards after
That's
catch. That's all you
exactly.
ever hear. That's all you ever see. That's all it ever is. When he is on point and he throws it across the middle and they catch it in stride, those are that's the yards right there. He's not carving
Mm-hmm.
up no defenses, man. I keep saying this. He's not carving up no defenses. I think we're just over it. I honestly feel like the Niners, like faithful, just in general, it's like we appreciate Jimmy G, but we're just over it. We're like,
We
okay, it's
over it, man.
literally the same thing every time, bro.
I
Just the
think it's because
same
I think it's because
over and over.
us getting Trey Lance added so much excitement to the Niner Nation. I
Mhm.
feel like it just when he got injured, it just deflated our excitement, and we had to go back to what we was already used to, which is something that we don't
Say
want.
that then. Say that then, because I was deflated. I'm still deflated. And every time I see Jimmy G do something that's like you say, Jimmy G out here, Jimmy
Jimmy
G'ing,
G in
then
it.
I just be like, well, this is
No
what we
cap.
expect. I just
Yep,
start
no
yelling,
cap.
come on, Jimmy. Like,
Yeah.
that's just me.
Jimmy, no.
So, guy, I'm over it, bro. Why, Jimmy?
It's a
Why? I'm
wrap.
just over it. I'm over
It's
it.
a wrap. It's a wrap.
So,
But I
speaking
mean,
of, being over Jimmy G, the next
mm-hmm.
person I'm kind of over, our coach.
Sheesh.
kind of over him too. But
Mm-hmm.
I get it. Like he does call some plays that just get overlooked. And see, like Kyle Shanahan and Jimmy G, they work together. They're hand in hand. Like if Kyle Shanahan calls a good play, but Jimmy misses it, Kyle Shanahan doesn't get any credit. Nothing happens. It's like it never happened, even though it may have been a touchdown call up play, and those type of things hurt. But it's the consistency, like week in and week out, how we look unprepared to play
the
offense.
the
It's like
Niners
we
front
can't
office.
figure it out. And if
You're,
one thing goes wrong in his game plan, which by the way can happen at a very high rate because he likes to have the ball for a long time. So we run the ball, try to control the clock. He has all these pre-plays scripted in the first 25 plays or whatever it is, somewhere around that number if it's not that. So he has all these plays scripted. So what happens when there's a holding? What
yeah.
happens when there's a personal foul or something? Or let's just say the defense played good and they stopped us. And now we're in 3rd and long. He didn't have a plan for that. He had a
You
plan
know
for
what I
3rd and
think?
4, 3rd and 3.
You know what I think, bro? I
What?
think you right once again. Jimmy G and Kyle Shanahan go hand in hand because they're both conservative. So what I think the Niners should do, or what I think our front office should figure out, is do we want to get an offensive coordinator that's going to make our
See,
offense pop and then
see.
keep Kyle Shanahan as a head coach, or let him go? Because if you push out Kyle Shanahan on the market, teams are going to bite. They're going to bite because
What? In a
Kyle Shanahan is a
heartbeat.
great coach.
In a
But is
heartbeat.
Kyle Shanahan the coach that for us? That's the real question. And to me, I don't think he is. If in the direction right now he is, because the type of team we got, we need to run the ball. But in the direction that we want to go, when Trey Lance come back, we got Christian McCaffrey, Debo Samuel, Ayuk, and Kittle. It ain't no way that we should be running the ball that much. No way, because especially with Christian McCaffrey being deadly in the passing game, ain't no way, ain't no way.
And then
So that's why
it
we
is
need to
like
figure out if we
our
want to
run
get
game, our run game should just be like surprises to me. It feels
exactly,
like
exactly.
we should just be running the same old turn around, dive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Same old everything. Like I
Mm-hmm.
know other teams use, but the book is out on the Niners though. It's like the way that we used to run the ball, other teams implement it too.
Yeah,
And a
so
lot of that
it's
has
hard to
and a
do
lot of
now.
that has to do with the Niners. Like look at
Yeah,
the Jets. Look at the Jets. Who's their coach? Robert Saleh. He
Robert
was our
Sala.
defensive coordinator right
Yes,
before
sir.
D'Amico Ryans.
Yes,
Look at the
sir.
Dolphins. Look at the
Mm-hmm.
Dolphins. You
Mm,
know what I'm saying? Who's their
mm,
coach? Mike McDaniels. Where
mm.
was he last year? The offensive coordinator for the 49ers. Maybe Kyle Shanahan just needs some help.
He
Maybe he
does.
needs, like you said, I 100% agree with that offensive coordinator because maybe he just needs some help. Like I've been hearing people saying, like changes, people like Ken Dorsey and stuff like that, as far as like coaching changes. But and like a lot of people are giving credit to Ken Dorsey for Josh Allen. And it's not like Josh Allen didn't have like 3 or 4 other people who really was looking out for him. Hence, they got better jobs, and Ken Dorsey
Yeah.
didn't.
And
So I
Josh
don't know.
Allen is the most overlooked starting quarterback in the league right now, and he's probably top 2 quarterback in the league right now. And he didn't
You
start
think
off
he
amazing.
overlooked? Because they giving this
No,
man love.
no. He was overlooked.
Oh, it was. Oh yeah.
Josh Allen,
Yeah, because his first
he
year, like they were saying he
yeah.
was inaccurate and all
Yeah,
this stuff. They're
exactly. And
like, nah,
he didn't get
you
drafted
ain't
high
it.
and all type like he was Josh Allen was
He wasn't there.
they didn't expect him to be what he is right now. So he
Mm-hmm.
did have people to lean on that was like, "Oh, are we gonna trust you, kid?" And they did the right thing. But
Yeah.
we don't have that. Kyle Shanahan's not that coach because obviously he didn't trust Trey Lance enough to just let him do what he do because that's what they did with
Yeah.
Josh Allen. They just set him free. And then look at what he's doing. That's what the Baltimore did with Ravens. You see how
What they
hardball
did with Lamar?
yeah, with Lamar. You see how hardball is with Lamar. You see it. You know he
Bro, you
trusted
see how
McBride.
Harbaugh was with Cap when he was here with
Oh yeah,
Jim,
yeah, yeah.
his brother.
That's the hardball brothers right there. So
Who
that's
was
what I'm
at the
saying. Like,
game?
yeah,
Who was at the game to see us get shellacked? Like,
yeah, man, yeah.
bruh,
So,
we got smacked. Like it started
yeah.
off good, 10-0. I'm like, okay. I'm at my son's flag football game. He scored a touchdown. Niners up 10-0. I'm like, it's a great day.
Mm-hmm.
Then the third quarter happened, and I was like, well, back to the drawing board.
I think the Rams been a little shaky this year. So I think the Niners, if we
A
continue to play
little.
defense, I think if we
Big
continue,
time shaky.
yeah, but they always still gonna have Matthew Stafford and Cooper Kupp, and then their defense is still always gonna be
They don't score points though.
not like
They
they
their
used to. They
their
don't. They
offense
don't.
is like as bad as ours right now.
Yeah, it is. That's what I'm saying. They having a shaky season, but they still are dangerous. That's why
Of course.
our defense got to continue to do what they do. Greenlaw lead us in tackles. He got like 35. You feel me? So, and then Hufanga is right behind him. Hufanga and Warner right behind him, and then
We need
Hufanga
Nick Bosa to be
he
Nick
leading the
Bosa.
league. He leading us in picks too. Not only does Hufanga
Oh
have
yeah, of course.
27 tackles, he lead us with 3 interceptions. So Hufanga is that guy. Shout out
Oh,
to
he's
Polamalu
he's
Trey.
going to the Pro Bowl this year.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. So I
Yeah,
think if our
and
defense,
at the rate he's on, he's on a All Pro rate right now.
yeah, definitely him and Nick
Yeah.
Bosa, Nick Bosa with the 7 sacks
Well,
for
yeah,
sure.
Nick
Like, yeah,
Bosa.
it's like that's
Yeah, he
easy.
lead the league for sure. But
Yeah, that's
that's what
easy.
we need though. Like those two work hand in hand too. Like I said with Kyle Shanahan and Jimmy G. Like Nick
Mm-hmm.
Bosa applies the pressure. The quarterback throws an errant pass. Matthew
Exactly.
Stafford, that's literally all what he does. He throws errant passes when he gets under pressure and just throws it up. Who's a ball hawk? Hufanga.
Hufanga.
He got a pick off of a tip off Patrick Mahomes, so he for sure can pick off Matthew Stafford. Not worried. Not in the least
Yep.
bit. Not in the least bit at all. But yeah, man, what's your prediction for the game? Who do you think wins this game? Now, I can't go into this
Niners.
game just expecting us to win everything because I never know now how this team is. You just don't
Niners
know what Niners you're
24.
going to get.
Niners 24-21.
24-21. Okay. I give you that. You know what? I feel like McVay is gonna come out and finally try to come out with some more trick plays or something just to get his offense started. And
Catch
he
us off
loves to
guard.
try to do that against us. It's worked,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not sustainable. So, but if he can get a couple quick, points on the board with some trick plays or whatever, some little misdirection, what do we have a problem doing? Scoring points. He can almost ensure himself that it's going to be a close game. So
Okay.
if we can just
Okay.
avoid that,
Okay. So
then
what's
I
your
just feel like,
prediction then, Sticks? What's your prediction then?
well, my prediction is like 24-10 Niners.
24-10 Niners. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Ain't no
I'm
devil's
not worried
advocate
about
over
the
here.
Rams at all. I feel like we should sweep our division.
Hey, we won 7 games against the Rams in the regular season straight, and we only play them twice each regular season. So for the last 3 years in the regular season, we beat the Rams every time. So
Every time. And we beat ourselves in that Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? We the one, I mean, not Super Bowl, the
in
NFC
the NFC
Championship.
Championship.
We the
Yep.
one dropped the pick. Like, we beat ourselves. Matthew Stafford
You
did
just
what
burn that up.
Matthew Stafford was him.
You just burned that up like that was like bringing up Kyle Williams fumbling against the Giants. Like it's time to
Two
end.
times.
It's time to end. It's time to
Two
end.
times.
It's time to end. I'm sorry, room service gang, but that's just on that note. It's
It
time to
hurts
get
too
up out of
deep.
here.
It hurts too deep.
It hurts. It hurts.
We
It
won't
hurts.
we won't
It
be
hurts.
gone too long now, I promise. We're
Nah,
gonna be back. But we gotta let that sit in for a little bit because
yes, sir.
nah,
Yes,
but
sir.
on the real though, I'm hoping the Niners turn this around this week. They got an extra week with McCaffrey. I'm feeling like things are gonna be going the right way.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm expecting good before the bye week.
Mm-hmm.
Because we gonna all need a break after this. Because man, it's been a lot of mess
It's
going
been a
on.
long season
A lot
already.
of mess. Come on, Niners. Send us to the bye week with a smile. Okay.
Hey,
I would
and
appreciate that.
a little sidebar. The Raiders is trash. That's just a little
Bet.
sidebar, real quick. Well,
Bet.
don't even
And
gotta
we
talk too
out.
much.